Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of The Infected. Today, we're going to try to figure out where to place the greenhouse. Mike is on the verge of starvation, and we're still trying to figure it out. We don't have enough food to feed Mike and myself. Unfortunately, this was an afterthought, really. I thought we were doing fine when we had him, or, when we got him. But it turns out he eats as much as we do, which is a ton. And we just really need someplace to place a greenhouse. We need tech for a greenhouse, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just see here. Technology. We have 2 points. So what we need is the greenhouse technology. Let's go ahead and learn that. And that'll get us that. Sink, barn, mixer tech would be okay. The power tech would be great, but that's just a junction box. Waterhouse tech would be lovely, but we don't have power yet. We are working on it, guys. We are working on getting power because we have the second story completed, and this is as big as the base is going to be. This is our base. This is our home. This is what we're going to go with. It's the size we want. I think it looks great. So this is what we're going to, live in, work in, all of that. We're going to have Mike's place over here. I do want a greenhouse kind of over here out of the way. It doesn't need to be very, very large, if I remember correctly. But first things first, because we do have Mike and things are a lot easier when we have him, we are going to go ahead and place a couple of log stands over here. And this will just let him bring them to us, and we don't have to worry so much about them. So he'll just fill these up when we actually get them crafted. Would be lovely. If you hear Copper chewing on something, he is chewing on a collagen stick because his teeth are absolutely driving him insane. He's losing I don't know, 2 to 3 teeth a week right now, and he is just miserable. He's not eating very well. He is not feeling very well. He's very, very, I don't want to say whiny because that's very painful, I would imagine. But he's pretty whiny at the moment. He chews on everyone. He's easily irritated. He is just not having it. He's not feeling very well at all. But first things first. So we have these things completed over here. So Mike should start doing that. We are just going to build a square little platform here for the greenhouse. We don't want anything too crazy. Let's just see where exactly we want to start. Maybe here. I think 4 wide is more than enough. And this will probably be more than enough this direction as well. May have to chop down this bush, but that's okay. That actually looks way too big, honestly. Let's just try to. He is lying right at my feet. And directly in front of me is a HVAC vent in the floor. And Copper's really just lying on top of that, guys. So there's that. I know we are sun resistance struggling, but, we have to do what we need to get done here. Others, greenhouse. Actually, the greenhouse is larger than I remember. So it's going to have to be this particular size. But I think as far as front to back, 2 is going to be fine. Where'd you go, Mike? Where are you, kind sir? Really need a little bit of help over here with all these logs that I need. I'm going to have to grab some more from here. Get this going. I am going to take a bunch from here because we do need the planks as well. And hopefully Mike will get started pretty soon on all these logs that we're going to be needing. But in the meantime, I guess we could. Ooh, he is working on them. Lovely. I was about to say, in the meantime, we could kind of help ourselves, but nah. It's much easier when Mike does it. Mike really makes us lazy and want to build massive builds. That's okay. Let's just try to get this done today. I don't know that the greenhouse will be completed because that's a lot of work. And And even if we get the greenhouse up and running, I don't think we're going to be able to get enough resources today to be able to place a ton of plant beds inside. I've always done the plant beds one way. I've never really changed that up a bit at all. I like to use as much of the room as we can, and utilize all the space as much as possible. So I don't think the greenhouse will affect the look of the base at all over here. I really think it'll look good. We'll do some railings around it as well. Try to keep everything looking pretty close to the same. If not the exact same, it'll look pretty similar. So we'll do railings around the outside. We will, make sure that it looks as close to what we need it to as possible. Okay, so are you done? And you like a few more logs. Not such a big deal with Mike anyway. And we'll grab these guys. Whoa, Mike, showing off those fancy moves, I see. Yeah, looking pretty cool. Jumping around like Spider-Man here today. Okay, so let's just run back inside and grab a few more of these planks because we don't need a ton of them. I don't know how many we need. I grabbed 8. I think. I know I grabbed a few, but I'm not quite sure how many. But I don't know why Mike decides to do all this fancy jumping and all of that mess when literally he could just go around. But I guess he really just wants to. Did I really just miss it by 1? Darn it. Okay. And then let's get back out here. I'm definitely going to have to get rid of this bush. That's okay. Not too much of an issue. 1 chop and it's history. Okay. We're going to do that. That'll leave us needing a 2-wide staircase here. Mike, you really need to chill out with all that jumping, kind sir. You're going to injure your back or your knees or something. Something's not going to end well for you. Okay, so let's build placeables, others, a greenhouse. Let's try to get it up here, get it as centered as possible. Don't know exactly where I need it to be. So with this amount of space in the front, we're really going to have to work on at least extending this out by 1 because this is just not going to work. Yeah, it's definitely not wanting to line up correctly at all. It's off a bit there, and I know I'm standing in the center, but I just wanted to make sure that it was as straight as I possibly could get it. Let's just place it there. We're going to extend it out by 1. And that way we'll have room for some decorations around the edge and all of that lovely stuff. Let's just make sure there's not a stone sticking in the way. There's not. And then let's go out by 1 more. But first things first, let's just see what we need here to get this done. Copper ingots we don't have. Glass is easy enough. Planks we can get. Nails we probably have some of them, but not all of them. So we're definitely going to have to work on this stuff. The copper is going to be the biggest issue. We're going to have to head over to the extraction site in the cave and, have a little look at that. Definitely want to make sure that we are growing some type of vegetable here. So because Mike is starving, we need to do placeables. And is there food? Okay, so where would the plant beds be? There it is. Yeah, Copper's super annoyed with his teeth today. Probably gonna have to wait until this is built before we place those plant beds in there. Again, gonna get rid of these bushes here. I don't need them in the way. I hear you, dear. I hear you. Well, the blood came out of nowhere. I'm not sure where that came from. Okay, so yesterday there was no video. Today I had a doctor's appointment, which is going to make this video quite late getting out. But the reason there was no video yesterday, something came unplugged. I do not claim to be technology inclined in the slightest, and I'm okay with that, guys. Normally my brother handles all the technology end of things, and he's just, pretty smart with that kind of stuff, but something came unplugged, and I'm just not sure about things. So, with that being said, I had no internet on my computer yesterday. I could not figure it out. It took me all day yesterday and today as well. Well, some part of today. But, yeah, I got it fixed. We're back online. We can do this. I have faith in us. Okay, so plant fiber. Did someone leave a comment about the truck? I think I asked a question about the truck in the last episode, or maybe it was an episode before that, but I think it was concerning Mike. Since we have Mike already, the truck is not that big of a deal at the moment. Although I would like to get it. Not saying I wouldn't at all. Really would like to have that truck. Okay, so we are working on the greenhouse. We need planks out there. We need copper. Like I said, I don't have a lot of copper. We have one piece. So we need like 60 planks, I think. And yeah. So let's just grab all of this, throw these planks inside the greenhouse. So we need 40. We almost have 40. So we need 21. We need lots and lots of nails. We're probably going to have to work on some iron ingots also, just to be able to get that done. Let's see what we have over here in our handy dandy. Yeah, we don't have a lot of nails. I also want to do another forge, guys. I am working on that. I do have clay now, so I can start getting the dry bricks that we need. I'm just going to make some of you guys. 6. I only need 5, honestly. 1, 2, 3. I know this is going to look very, very random, and it is. That's okay. I'm just clicking on stuff, and this is what the forge looks like at the moment. One big mess. Okay, so Mike is doing his thing. He's a great help, and we're waiting on nails. What else do we need? Glass, I think. We need 30 glass, which glass isn't very difficult to make, guys, if you're not sure on how to do that. I'll give you the rundown really, really quickly. We do need 20 stone in your inventory. Workbench is over here. You can do this on your person as well. I just choose to do it on the workbench. I don't know why. But, so that's how you make sand. And with the sand, you put it on the forge and you have glass. And yeah, it stacks and stacks of 10. And that's lovely. Not a big deal at all. I have absolutely no idea, guys, why I do forget to take the ATV when we go over to check for ores. Or why that didn't have enough sticks in it. So I did run over really, really quickly and check for ores. We only had 1 copper ore, which wasn't great. So we do need a couple more. But that's okay. We'll get there. We'll hopefully get them in the next day. But if not, that's okay. We'll keep working until we do get them. We'll just have to get it done. I mean, there's not really a ton that we can do about it other than we just keep working until we get it. So I do need to make some more sand. So let's go ahead and do that. You can craft sand on yourself. I just choose to use the workbench most of the time because it is, for me, easier, and I don't know why. If you hear Copper, he is really, really whiny. He's trying to get outside. My parents were here. I don't know what I'm doing. He has got me thrown off on all kinds of crazy here. My mom was here along with my brother. They came by for a few minutes, and now he thinks he needs to go outside because he thinks they're still out there, when in reality, they went home. He can see out the window. He knows there's no one out there. He just wants out to see what's going on, I guess. And it's lovely and cool, and he really does enjoy being outside. Okay, so we do have some cobalts here. I'm just going to shove all this in here. We have 1 copper ore, and we have a couple of aluminum that we're going to hang on to. And let's just see if Mike has been doing some work back here. It seems like he has been, which is good because I'm okay with that. You know, if he wants to just get out here and, you know, work on everything and keep up with the base work, I'm okay with that. So he waters this stuff. So if it needs watered, if it hasn't rained, I do think he just, you know, goes ahead and does that. I think. I may be completely wrong, but just to be on the safe side of things, let's just add a tiny bit of water there. It probably wouldn't hurt if I just built the water basin out here as well, just to get rid of this. Don't really need one. Personally, I don't really need it because there's water out front, but because, you know, we need to get rid of that, we'll just go ahead and build the water basin out here. The next time it rains, it'll collect water, and all is well that ends well, right? So unfortunately, again, we cannot finish up the greenhouse because of the copper, but we do have most of the glass that we need here. And this puppy, guys, is really just, I don't know, he's just annoyed today. But we have most of the glass we need. We have the other 10 pieces on the forge. Well, actually, they're completed now as well. So that's lovely. And we're just waiting on the copper. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate all of your support on this channel and on this series as well. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you're looking forward to future episodes. And I can't wait to catch you guys in the next one. Until then, have yourself a wonderful, wonderful day.